success, and college career readiness. These are the voyages of Washoe County School District. To explore new methods, to transform teaching, to boldly go where no teacher has gone before.
Motivation.
STEM. Fun.
Authentic.
Inquiry.
Engagement.
Super active. I think it's been a good learning curve for the teachers to help them understand that they don't always need to be the experts in the classroom. So we've been able to make those connections with the community and having them come in and being the experts and having the students communicate with those experts at different levels.
I agree, and I think students, when they're able to have a voice in the process and they're able to make choices along the way, I think that increases the relevance of it and the engagement, and so they really do want to solve a problem, they want to find answers, they want to talk to those experts, and I think it just increases their overall ownership of their learning.
So I want to talk about education, and I want to talk about creativity. My contention is that creativity now is as important in education as literacy.
Children will learn to do what they want to learn to do.
PBL means different things to different people. Project-based learning, problem-based learning, or even passion-based learning. The real purpose is the same: engage and inspire learners with hands-on, real-life learning. PBL consists of 8 essential elements to help teachers plan a thought-provoking, rigorous, cross-curricular unit of study for students. Why is PBL so valuable for teachers and students in Washoe County School District? After watching this video, you will know why. Significant content means you need some really meaty standards to address. This is essential to allow teachers to focus on content that is applicable to the real world, while at the same time addressing standards that students need to learn.
Now we spend more time really thinking about the standards and planning what we need to do, what the kids need to know, and what we need to expect. So we do backward planning, which is what we should have been doing from the get-go, knowing what is expected, what the standard is requiring the students to learn, and then from there deciding how we're going to get the kids there and what kinds of assessments, what kind of checkpoints we're going to have, and activities.
PBL has allowed me to dive into the next generation science standards and bring them across all areas of my curriculum. PBL has also allowed me to remind myself of how brilliant these 5- and 6-year-old kindergartners really are. They're able to construct their own knowledge and collaborate, bringing in the 21st century skills. It's just been a great way to let these little ones take the lead, and I am more of a facilitator.
The Need to Know generally has some kind of entry event to get students' curiosity up and questions going. It is important to include members of the community to take part in the entry event to produce authentic learning. After the entry event, students come up with questions to investigate further.
The weather, as you know, affects everybody every day of their life. It doesn't matter if you like the weather or not, you will be affected by it.
So, our helplet, I am requesting of the 6th grade to design and build me a catapult.
Oh,
A catapult. Yes. But it has to be accurate. It has to be very accurate because it has to be able to infiltrate the castle where the window is and break down those stones. So it has to be accurate.
The driving question is an overarching question that students are going to answer through in-depth inquiry. A good driving question will capture the project's focus, be easy to understand, and provide a sense of challenge.
Well, I feel like it impacted by giving me a focus. By creating a driving question, I had to focus on what the outcomes were going to be ahead of time.
Students need to have voice and choice to become invested in the project. The more choices they have, the more creative they can be to produce original products of learning.
Students are super excited to do any of the PBL activities. They really like the idea of having some choices in what we do, and they really like being able to do hands-on activities.
The 21st Century Learning Competencies serves as an umbrella and catalyst for an effective PBL learning experience. They consist of 6 dimensions, which are collaboration, knowledge construction, real-world problem-solving and innovation, use of technology for learning, self-regulation, and skilled communication. In-depth inquiry allows students to dive deeper into the subject and find their own way with teacher facilitation. This not only puts the burden of learning on the student, it helps them develop background knowledge to make creative solutions to the original problem.
The students are very engaged in their learning. They are building knowledge because they're learning through inquiry. and you can see that the students are learning the content, discussing the content, and you can tell that the understanding is there.
PBL has impacted my teaching. It has allowed me to create connections across the curriculum that I'm teaching, and it's really helped the material come alive for my students. My students have more buy-in. They really care about what they are working on and what they're learning, and they're driving that. They're taking it where they want to take it so that they're building on their own knowledge.
When students take part in revision and reflection, they review their own work and the work of others. This allows students to take ownership of their learning and hold them accountable within the collaborative group. Not only are they focusing on the content of the project, but they are also observing the social dynamics of the group to learn how to work with each other more effectively.
The thing they learn is cause and effect. They learn that when they push on one thing, another part bulges out. They learn consequences. They also learn that you're not always successful the first time, sometimes the second, third, and fourth times, but they persevere, they stick with a problem until they're able to solve it.
Students at Sparks High School are really gearing up for a very unique science project. It's called High Hopes and involves students taking messages sent in from all over the world with the goal of spreading their hopes and dreams all across the nation.
How fun. What a great project. Now it's done by using a balloon and tracking its movement as messages are released. Chloe Beardsley joins us now to explain. Chloe, what a fun project.
It is very cool, Wendy, Kristen. This is the first time students at Sparks High School have done this kind of project. High Hopes was put together as part of a teacher incentive fund grant, and it's a 5-year program, and if this project goes well, they plan to continue it.
Students at Sparks High School were busy working on this. The High Hopes project started in the fall. Students in Mr. Walsh's class were put into groups to work on everything from building payloads to reaching out to people on social media. Inside the parcels will be messages written by children of hopes for the future. Messages like, "I hope war and terror will stop," to "I want to be an author when I grow up. My biggest dream is to be like J.K. Rowling." Notes like these came from multiple countries.
We have gotten from Finland and Sweden and I believe Ireland.
The hopes will be put inside the parcel carried by the balloon, like this one launched last year. It will rise more than 100,000 feet in the air above Lake Tahoe and then burst, dispersing the messages.
The goal is to spread high hopes across the world. Because who knows where these things will end up.
So at 30,000 feet, there's going to be special designs like little paper airplanes so they can fly everywhere. And at 100,000 feet, we're going to be dropping a couple more that will hopefully just catch the winds up there.
Materials used will be biodegradable, and the entire process will be documented with a GoPro.
We'll start underwater. Right now we're shooting at 150 feet. Down underwater, and then it'll take its images that it has to take.
The balloon's movement will be tracked high up into the atmosphere.
The purpose of this is to give everyone hands-on experience working with physics instead of just looking at a textbook.
For these students, this experience goes beyond just completing a school project. It prepares them for work in the future.
Unlike most classes, we're actually doing stuff. If we have an equation that we need to use, we're actually going to use it in a real-life scenario in this case. So if it doesn't work out exactly, we'll learn how to fix it. It's not just an F on a paper.
And a test launch will happen this Monday. The final launch is scheduled for May 26th at Lake Tahoe. Community members can still get involved as well. Just go to our website, ktvn.com, and click under the blue News Links button for more information. Covering School Watch, Chloe Beardsley, Channel 2 News.
The last essential element is public presentation. The opportunity to show off work in a public setting is an important part of project-based learning. Why? 2 main reasons. It mimics real life and it raises the bar. Work that a student does to show off has to be good, but work done only for the classroom just has to be good enough. Here are some examples of student projects in Washoe County School District that address an authentic audience.
Blueprint because we thought that it would have more strength and be more accurate. This is our original catapult data that had 16% accuracy the whole time. We modified our catapult so it could have more strength and be more accurate. We changed the height of the spool in our modification, and we changed the positions of the rubber bands. We also added more glue to it. This is our part 2 data, and we reached our goal by 71% accuracy. This is our catapult we will be using to launch toward the castle.
Hi, is your knight trapped in a castle?
Does he need help?
Well, it's your lucky day.
We are the ferocious falconers, and we have a great catapult for you.
It shoots to 71% accuracy.
It's steady, powerful, accurate, and destructive.
So why not choose ours?
Hello, and good evening. I'm Maria Lopez.
And I am Louie. This is a special edition of KTMB News.
We take you to KTMB's Gerald Cardboard, who's caught up with the waste warrior at the Truckee River.
As you can see, Waste Warrior Lloyd has found a pile of trash and there appears to be some sort of conflict.
There, by the river, is a litter bug.
My plan is to ruin the Truckee Meadows and Truckee River by scattering plastic, paper, glass, and cans everywhere. Instead of beautiful scenes, we'll have piles of garbage.
I'm here to stop that, litterbug. That irritant needs to know that we're not letting it trash this place that we all love.
What can everyone do to keep our Truckee Meadows beautiful?
First, everyone should become a waste warrior by not acting like the litter bug. Then make sure you use the 3 R's. Reduce. Think about how you can decrease the amount of garbage you throw away. Don't use as much plastic. Reuse. What can you do with old clothes, toys, or other things you have? Ask yourself, can someone else use them? And last, recycle. You can recycle most plastics, glass, and cans. Can be recycled over and over again.
Wow, this has been an exciting day at the Truckee River. Back to you, Marie and Louie.
Thank you, Gerald. If you want to know more about how you can keep the Truckee Meadows beautiful, you can check out KTMB's website at ktmb.org.
And remember, we're all waste warriors, and together we can all keep the Truckee Meadows beautiful.
The sound song. All right, when you're ready, go.
Sound is made of vibrations, vibrations, vibrations. Sound is made of vibrations. Pitch is either high or low, high or low, high or low. Pitch is either high or low.
PBL has really impacted my teaching because we've been able to really work together as a team with collaboration, and we've been able to really focus on the STEM aspect of it. So really incorporating STEM into our classroom, which has been awesome for the students. We are also able to really learn from the students because of these real world problems that they're trying to solve. So it's been a really great opportunity for us to reflect back on our teaching as well.
Oh, wow. I mean, 21st century skills are on the top now, I think, of really the impact and what's happened with kids. So, I mean, we had an instructional goal of academic conversation, student collaboration through the PBL process. We have kids learning to self-regulate through the use of their rubrics and presentation. We have voice and choice in there. Just all of the things that we're shooting for in that 21st century skills. And then I think really meaningful is that they are so engaged in what they're doing. And I guess I could say that about the teachers, because I've actually had teachers say, you know what, this is why I got into teaching.